Hi, Guna.
Hi, David.
How are you?
How are you, man?
Just-
Again, I had to see you.
Yeah,
Yesterday, whole day. Again, today.
I see you every day now. I see you too much, actually.
I am Gunasekaran from WOHA Private Limited. I am the Senior Project Director for this Punggol Digital District. My role and responsibilities goes to build and oversees all construction activities and liaise with the client, consultants and regulatory authorities. It has given a very good experience to us in terms of complexity and the collaborative approach.
I'm David. I'm a senior associate at WOHA Architects. I am the superintending officer's representative for Punggol Digital District, and I lead the architects team for the project. Aside from designing the project, I make sure that the contractor builds the buildings, the project in time and correctly. I also make sure that the client pays the contractor on time and correctly. And if there's any conflict or any clarification or any confusion with what is supposed to be built, I'm the one who's supposed to resolve it for them.
Which we are every day we are doing.
Yeah, every day we're doing.
You both mentioned the Punggol Digital District PDD project. What is the PDD project?
So the Punggol Digital District is this ambitious plan by JTC and by the Singapore government that me and Guna have been working on for the last 6 years. It basically combines the residential, it combines institutional, meaning schools, it combines offices for people to work in, it combines retail for people to shop, all so that everyone can be in this one huge super block. It is a smart district wherein we use technology to connect people.
Tell us what is different about working in PDD's project over the other projects.
When you come into the collaborative contracting, there is a mechanism, is a early warning register. That means whenever if you find out there is a deviations, there is a changes, we find out from the either it can be the approved drawing or it can be the process. It will be well advanced, it can be picked up, it can be registered.
In what ways has working on the PDD project strengthened relationships among different firms involved?
What it does or what happens with the collaborative contracting process is it gives us a pause and then we try to relate to each other again as people, and then we share or we end up giving each other's perspectives and POVs in the sense that now we can better understand each other, where we're all coming from.
Yep.
And that improves the relationship because I think, safe to say, Guna, you tell me if I'm wrong, but where we are now in terms of our relationship in the project is so much better than where we were 3 years ago.
That's correct, David, that's correct. Strengthening this whole process, first of all, there should be an open mindset, all parties. This open mindset is very important, which will help to the successful of the communication. That is the first one. Second is a trust, mutual trust and respect. That one also very important. So when the two coming together, so everybody is looking towards the completion of the project.
Were there any challenges you experienced on site, and how do you overcome them as a team?
It was a COVID-19 started. Everybody suffer. Almost all contractors suffer. Even we cannot see the consultant face to face. So that was a situation. There were some optional works should have exercised earlier. Because of this COVID impact, that was not happened.
So what happened because of COVID, right? Everything slowed down and all development comes to a pause. But how things evolve in Singapore, what demands are in the market, they don't stop. And we needed to adapt that quickly while the project was ongoing, while you were still building the basement, while you were building the structure. So we needed to try to adapt to these evolving commercial needs and at the same time accommodate what is being built already. And that was this whole big challenge for all of us.
Can you talk about how the collaborative approach has helped align goals and foster a shared sense of purpose on site?
In a collaborative contracting environment, we have a dispute board member to come and try to mediate, and then they speak their mind, they give their point of view on how they interpret the contract. We give our point of view on how we interpret the contract, and we try to see things from each other's perspectives and see if we can come to an agreement in terms of, at the very least, in the principles of the contract and on what the direction of the project is, and whether if we can then agree on that, then maybe we can further agree on what the dispute is.
Yeah. Maybe David, I can just add on, as a contractor, definitely there are a lot of mutual respect that one always there because of this mechanism brought us up to this stage. We can say, so now there are any issues, we are not waiting for each other. We already bring up, we are discussing with you, there is a potentially there are issues. Then we are looking to very carefully how to manage this one.
What lessons have you learned from this project that you would apply to future projects involving collaborative contracts?
So the biggest lesson for me that I learned through this collaborative contracting approach in Punggol Digital District is something that the dispute board member shared with us in one of the sessions, which is the point of a contract, the purpose of a contract is to allocate risks to the parties involved.
For us, what we learned from this particular contract in Punggol Digital District, we can be more open and proactive. Even though we've done it, but upon completions, there are rooms to improve. So can be more proactive and more receptive. These are the things we learn. Definitely it is a mutual respect. Again, come back this one.
This is the rapid fire round. A key benefit of collaborative contracting is,
for me, the key benefit of collaborative contracting is communication, because it allows the contractor and the consultants and the client to free up and to be more relaxed in terms of how they want to communicate to each other.
For us, time is essence because there are issues in all projects. There are issues will be come up, but that can be addressed and somebody is looking after that one. So the contractor can move forward.
Working on the PDD project has taught me
open-minded. What we learn from this job, it is collaborative contracting makes all parties work together and make it happen.
For me, what I learned from PDD is resource management, because Punggol Digital District is such a huge project and so many stakeholders, and the scale is so big that you need to learn how to manage your resources properly.
the foundation of successful projects.
The foundation of a successful project to me is trust, because for a project to work, for a project to succeed, contractor has to trust the consultant, and consultant has to trust the contractor, and the client has to trust both of us, right? In order for the project to move forward.
I do agree with what David telling is definitely trust is important. But in addition, team effort, which is really very, very important. In this particular PDD, collaborative contracting, which really cultivate the team effort.
The PDD project is memorable to me because
the complexity of this project is very memorable to me because the number of stakeholders involved in the project, this all really is great.
For me, what is the most memorable thing about PDD is the people that are involved, We've been working in this project for years, and working in this project, we needed to get to know each other, and not just Guna, but also his people and also my people.
The future of built environment is...
For me, the future of the built environment lies in the virtual and the digital space. As more and more people work virtually, offline, work from home, work from overseas, work from wherever, then it becomes more important where the workspace, that environment becomes the digital space or the virtual space.
The future of built environment is automation. The reason automation, in the sense it is coming to substitution of robotic equipments and high-tech machineries and human training, definitely. So this all helps to manage the resources, human resources in Singapore.
Thank you for your time today, guys, and thanks for watching this episode of BE Conversations. Stay tuned for our next episode.